Let your kids what's it?
Welcome everyone to the UndercoverBrony Reviews. The episode reviewed today will be Izzy Does It, written by Jim Martin. Well then, we have 8 new episodes of My Little Pony Make Your Mark Chapter 2. We're very excited to get through this, and we're going to start right on along with the first episode in that list, which is Izzy Does It.
Is that a pun? No,
Yeah. No, I don't know. Is it a pun? Maybe. I don't know. But yes, once again, we have that John Lusk over here. He's going to be joining me for episodes 1 to 3. Then I'm going to be having Jensen, the guy that was on for the season 8 reviews, coming over for 4 through 6. And then we're all going to be coming together for 7 through 8. So it's going to be a big old collaboration. So let's talk about this first episode. And I'm going to go more into kind of a summary sort of thing. I know John has some notes he's going to mention. But right off the bat, not a lot happened in this episode.
Yeah, not a whole lot, I guess. It's more like trying to set the pace, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to mention 3 things before we get into it. First off, John is going to be talking more about the quality of the show, and I'm usually just trying to go on a weird tangent. Hopefully that's funny, and that is picking up on random shit in the background. I also would like to say that tonight I've got a perfectly themed pony glass. It's spooky season now because it's October, so I got a pony themed glass with kind of a pony themed beer, which is neon rainbows. I felt like that's pretty appropriate for MLP.
There you go.
It's also the 40th anniversary of Epcot Center today, so I'm wearing my Epcot jersey.
And I also have the National Sarcastic Society, we need your support.
I like that.
Yeah. Five Below has some good shirts, if you have a chance to go see it. First of all, what I'm going to say is the animation is loads better than what it was for Make Your Mark Chapter 1. The particular thing I will say is that, there are still some animation errors that come through with it, obviously. There's one that I'm thinking of that's going to be coming down later in the pipeline for our reviews, but initially it's a lot more smooth. It seems like they had more time with the riggings, more time with being able to get everything looking a little bit better than Make Your Mark Chapter 1. And I know already that the new fan favorite so far has been Misty, and everyone loves Misty.
I will echo those sentiments.
Yes, but the other thing about Misty that I particularly love, it's not so much in Misty's character, it's in the fact that I just love her hair. It's so curly, it's so cute, I love it.
I agree. I love the frizzy hair, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like the freckles she has too.
Mm-hmm. And one of the other things was I was talking about it in one of the Brony groups I'm a part of, and one of them was saying that I completely agree with you, that it gives people of color a little bit more of a representation, because that is more of a African American style of hair. And I like how, even though it is a pony, it's still giving that representation, and I'm really here for that. So, the main conflict of this episode, kind of rolling back a little bit, I know we'll talk more about Misty later on, because she takes a much more active role later on. But the main thing with this one is that both Izzy and Pip are having a sort of creative burnout. They're trying to help each other in a lot of ways. Unfortunately, it gets misconstrued in the communication. They think they're giving bad advice when it's really good advice, that kind of stuff. I do like, Izzy had that sort of thing to be like, hey, I want to get this little bracelet thing that Sunny puts in her hair. But I do not like how Pip's like, oh, this is the new fashion trend, everyone. And it's like, excuse me, that was a birthday present. That was not something that you should have marketed, Pip. Okay? I'm liking you more than I did in the movie, but you still don't get a free pass, okay?
Yeah, I think she was trying to use her Insta credibility to be like, oh yeah, it's like I'm the, some people walk into ice cream shop, and they're like, "Give me free ice cream because I got so many followers."
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think she was trying to do that to like be like, "Oh yeah, I was pushing the brand," but it's like it just didn't go the right way. All right, so my notes are kind of sequential, so let's go through those, and then you can kind of react and like put more input in. It
Okay.
might be easier that way. Cool. I kept going back and forth on, do I give up on this or do I not? Based on just the opening with the baby dragon, like the Netflix logo, like that animation. I was like, oh, because it was like, oh, it's a cute corgi baby, and I fucking hate that. So it's like, am I gonna hate this? Is this gonna be terrible? But the opening sequence actually pretty great. I thought, like, what do you think about the opening sequence actually?
So, I do think a Netflix series thing with the baby dragon is kind of weird, but
yeah, I don't like it. Skip that like button to show up on Netflix where it's like skip intro. I want it to be like skip this bullshit.
Yeah, but the intro itself, I really, really like. I do
too.
I do like that they bring back what was going on in Make Your Mark Chapter 1. But my favorite part of that whole intro is right at the beginning when they have that twirling shot around the Bright House. It's gorgeous.
It is cool.
I also like how each time that they're going through the cast, they kind of have their little section. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like you have Sunny coming out, jumping out, and then it has like her cutie mark in the background with with some different things. Then you have Zip and then Pip. And I do like with Pip's part is that when she's going it's switching, it's like zooming in each time. I do like that a lot.
Cool.
And then I just think that it's a very well done intro. I think it's going to be really good for the series to come.
I think the song is pretty decent, although I could see it getting old. The visuals are interesting and tease enough of things that are going to come in the series later. Lay the groundwork for interesting possibilities. It even kind of feels like, in some ways, like an updated version of the G4 openings. I mean, like, different, but, like, similar-ish. But I particularly really like the part where the villains are, like, mirrored in the water. I think that's, like, really cool. I like that shot, or whatever. I get the shot. You know, it's digital, but, yeah, I like that. It looks really cool. I feel like when the show comes back from the intro, like, Izzy's already established as off-the-charts crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it almost feels like the dialogue is, like, leaning more possibly into courting the Brony fandom versus the last special, just based on, like, the dialogue. Because, like, the last special, I remember, like, I don't remember a lot about it, but I remember it feeling more like Paw Patrol writing. If that makes sense. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel like it feels a little like much more childish. And it's really unfortunate because I actually have a friend of mine, a European friend of mine, that he actually had to give up on G5 because of how bad it was, how bad that special was, and he's like, "This is the bottom of the barrel. I can't go on any further." And I'm like, "That sucks, dude." You know, I'm mainly doing it out of like partial obligation because I do have a channel, but at the same time, you know, I want to like it. I want to be able to see it. It's getting better, but I understand that it's really difficult for some people to get through those, you know, kind of the earlier stuff, especially making Mark Chapter 1.
Yeah, I think that I might. No, I certainly would not have like rushed to watch this if it hadn't been for like you inviting me to come back. I might have like watched it like a couple months down the road after I hear some feedback, you know. But for what it's worth, I've been liked what I've seen so far. I mean, I've only watched the first 3. I assume you've watched all 8.
Yeah, it gets better as the series goes on. There's more.
That's good to hear.
With Misty, there's more with Opaline. It gets pretty good. One thing I do like is that, kind of going back to the beginning scene, I thought that may have been Maritime Bay Day as well. Turns out it wasn't. It was literally just a craft fair, which I'm like, okay, that works. And we get to the worst song in all of the 8 episodes, which is Follow Your Beat.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was not all that great. But I do like the kind of the animation from Pip afterwards. You know, she's kind of hot, heavy breathing and stuff like that. And then she does the I Know My Brand, and she's giving like that kind of like, I know my brand, come on, sort of thing. It's really funny.
So I had notes for that too. I said that Pip sings another generic pop song that sounds fine. It's notably much shorter than the majority of like pretty much all the songs that would sporadically populate the G4 episodes. Izzy's comment is like, it's exactly like the last one. Kind of sums up how I feel about the music for the show so far, compared to the writing of G4, obviously. It just seems like that song is overproduced pop music. That said, later on it does get better because I've watched 2 and 3 now, and there are a couple actually pretty good songs. But they still like seem to be like 60 to 70 minutes. Yeah, they're 60 to 70 minute songs. John,
Yeah.
they're full musicals.
I know, like it's like why that's why the episodes are released so much, because people want to binge and they're gonna binge all
12 hours
Yeah,
of these 8 episodes. Yeah, no,
exactly.
No, I was trying to say 60 to 70 seconds, and then it's done. It might not even be that long. I'm just giving it the benefit of the doubt. It could be like a 50-second song, but the songs are like weirdly really short. And I don't know if that's because of the runtime of the episodes or what. Does it get longer later on?
So,
maybe we shouldn't ask.
Kind of bringing that in. So there's one song called "Where'd It Go," and I really love it because it takes Pip's singing voice to the absolute max. Like, very large range for her. And it's really fucking good. And then in the actual episode, it's like 30 seconds.
So there's like longer cut.
Yeah, there's longer cuts, but they don't fucking use them.
Then Pip says, "What? Like you said, what can I say? I know my brand." And I was like, "Is this meta?"
Yeah.
It's like, are they like the people that watch this show are the idiots that like this kind of music? She knows her brand, or whatever. Like, but then again, maybe the music is better later. So earlier, I wanted to say, I guess this doesn't really fit anywhere in particular, but the dragon is mute for whatever reason. What's his name? Sparky McSparkerson?
It's like Sparky Sparkeroni.
Sparky Sparkeroni. Yeah.
I have to say, that's a bad name for the dragon. Oh my gosh.
It's supposed to be comedy. But anyway.
It's just making Hitch look more like a fuckboy, okay?
I think it might kind of also be like kind of an in-joke to that Bodie McBoatface thing or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
They know that we're the type that watch this show and that we'd know that, but I don't know.
I know I'm going to move a little bit more into this during the second episode because it focuses more on Hitch, but I'm not liking Hitch's character anymore. He was great in the movie, but they've changed him a little bit too much.
I feel like he was worse in the special, and he's a little better here. But
yeah, he's not that bad, but great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which again, I'll elaborate on in the next video.
The dragon is mute for whatever reason and sounds like Stitch or Gizmo from Gremlins, which is an interesting and probably annoying choice. I don't know if they thought that everyone thought that Spike was annoying in G4, because I know there was like a contingency of people who did. But to me, this thing seems like it's going to turn out to be more so.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was one of the few people that really dug Spike's character. I really liked him.
Spike. Yeah, I like Spike.
The other, what I really liked about Spike in general was the fact that he was, even though he was a baby dragon, he was still very sassy. He still had a lot of great lines to him. He had a good amount of character.
Also, he can talk.
Exactly. And right here with all the goo goo gaga and babbling and all that stuff, it's rough. There are times when I like it, but for the most part, it's very rough.
I hate it. But anyway, like, yeah, I really, really hate that kind of stuff. And so, like, now that it seems to be a staple in the show, I'm like, they're walking down the road. It's Sunny and Izzy, I think, and then they're talking about what? Who cares? And then Misty shows up and she's kind of like spying on him, and like, oh, what's going on? And then at some point in this, I say this one pony spy says, "Magic has returned to Equestria, as you said." Why would you need a spy to figure that out? You have a horn; it should be obvious. But also, like, everyone's got magic all of a sudden. So it's like, why are you like, oh, these two ponies near the lighthouse have magic, but like, so does everyone? I don't know. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, I mean, Misty's not too bright.
That's true.
At the first
but
point, you
but
know,
also
she is.
that would
She is with Opaline, so
that would be a slight on Opaline too, because she's sent her on that mission.
Mm-hmm.
They're at the craft fair, and Pip says to Izzy, "Oh my hoofness." So hoof is synonymous with good now. Well, that's hoof to know.
That's Hilton.
I guess, right? That's not a thing in the original series, right?
You are reminding me of a fan fiction called The Life and Times of a Winning Pony. And part of that fan fiction is literally, instead of saying fuck, they say feather. So literally, it's just a pony going, feather, feather, feather.
When Pip, at some point after that, sang the two words, "It's everything," or whatever. She says it's everything, but she sings it. I was instantly like, oh no, I forgot this was a thing. And it's totally a thing. It keeps happening throughout the show. But I'm not a fan of the singing dialogue.
Yeah. I mean, she's better than she was in the movie, for sure.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Because she totally had nothing in the movie.
I agree.
But she has some character. And
she's likable now.
Yeah. I have to say, you know, kind of bringing me back when me and Snakeskin did the Tell Your Tale review. We did talk about how she feels more now like some sort of silly influencer Yas queen sort of thing, which is a lot funnier than just you know, fucking social media influencer. Yeah.
Better than a Kim Kardashian.
Yes, very much so.
There's a festival, right? Mm-hmm. Some kind of food truck festival or something?
It's like a craft fair, I think.
It's a craft fair. Oh, right. But whatever it is, Sunny's working at a camper, and they sell 3 different sizes of smoothies, I think. Mm-hmm. But I had 2 things. First off, the pricing scheme is either great or terrible.
I do like that. It showed the small $1, the medium $2, large $3.
Yeah, so based on the currency, it either means that the next size up is twice the price of the small, and the largest is 3 times that, or it's 3 of the things. Well, whatever. Well, no, that would still be the same.
It would probably be like small is 1 bit, medium is 2 bits, and then 3 bits for the large. But do they even use bits here anymore? I don't know.
So that's my second point. More notably, apparently Equestria no longer uses bits, but American dollars.
Oh.
Because it's dollar signs. It's dollar signs on that van, which means U.S. currency. That's not like dollar signs doesn't mean whatever your currency is. It's in that, like, you have a Y with dashes in it for yen or something, you know, or like the L, like the weird pounds L with this mark through it, or like the euro's got like this thing with the whatever. Like, this is an American dollar symbol. Equestria uses fucking American cash.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. If you want to talk American, there is a point here where if you look in the background, there literally looks like there is a weed dispensary, because it has the green cross on the storefront. I'm like, what the hell? I wonder if that's one of the descendants of Tree Hugger. I gotta wonder.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's like when back in the day, like some animator on like a Disney film would slip in like one like frame of nudity.
Oh yeah, from the Rescuers.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but all right, crazy. Somewhere in that scene, I think it's that scene. Somewhere in one of the scenes in like a crafty thing, there's like a Japanese fan, and I'm like, what is this Japanese fan? This is the most important mystery in the entire show. I want to know more about the origins of Japanese culture in Equestria. How do they know about Japan? We already know that Fluttershy is a weeaboo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think the fact that Japanese fans exist in this show is pretty interesting.
I also have to say that you were talking about Fluttershy being a weeaboo.
Yes.
Izzy is a total Potterhead with the way
Really?
she wears
glasses.
her glasses, and then
Yeah.
she does the wave thing, and then sparks fly, and you're just like, yeah, you're a Potterhead. You're a total
I
Potterhead.
I love well, unlike Tree Hugger who's a pothead. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I love the glasses on her. I think that's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Um
I also have to say that when any pony is wearing a glasses on their face, it's flipped. So normally, if you're wearing glasses, you'll have the nose piece right here,
mm,
but and then you'll have the glass kind of following in underneath, and the
mm,
connecting part is up here.
yeah.
But they have it flipped, where the connecting part is down here, and then they have the glasses stuff like this. It's really weird.
I'll have to look at that the next time I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
There's a
interesting.
couple with the same type of thing.
I had a note that says that baby dragon is really strong for a baby and has a
Mm-hmm.
lot of coordination just casually carrying a stack of boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
the dragon is not only annoying but also very inconsistent.
yeah, I have a lot of notes about the dragon.
Uh huh.
Um, so like at one point she's got the crafting glasses and they fall and they land on her face, which is hilarious, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like just the fact that they exist and it comes back later and she just wears them. I love that joke. That like visual gag is hilarious. That they're just like, I feel like this is like normal size glasses, and if her glasses were on me, the lenses would be like
Exactly.
like
They were
that, like,
gigantic.
so as someone who suffers from squirrel levels of ADHD, I have to say I feel Pip when she's like, I gotta write this song. Ooh, text message. I'll respond to that later. Oh, time for a snack. Leaves building. Then goes to someone else to tell them that they have creative block. Especially the part about giving good advice to others when they don't listen to their own advice.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
So I really associate with that scene a lot on a lot of levels.
Exactly.
But,
I completely agree with you. I'm the exact same way. There will be times where I will literally walk into a room, stand there for a couple seconds, like, why did
am
I
I
come
here?
here?
yeah.
Why did I come in here? What is life?
42, right?
The answer
Okay.
to life and everything in the universe is 42.
Yes, yes. By the way, when Pip goes to find her sound or whatever,
Mhm.
where the fuck is she? A hair salon recording studio?
So it's called Main Melody, and it is from Tell Your Tale, and it's
Okay.
literally a hair salon where they have a performance stage in there as well.
Okay. Oh, it's from the show that I haven't watched.
Yes, it's
That
from
makes-
Tell Your
okay.
Tale.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like so it's not a recording studio.
No, it's,
Okay, because
it
I was
just
like, that would
has
be a really bad idea to be like, there's hair dryers and fucking recording equipment.
yeah,
Good
no,
luck.
it's just like a performance stage along with
Gotcha.
the hairdressing.
Sweet. Also, do only children listen to her music? Because
Well-
like it's revealed that the pipsqueaks are all like kids.
Those 3 children are so fucking annoying. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, especially in the next one. We'll get
Oh,
there. But oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But some dumb voice in the background says, "Tastes like magic." Oh, I think it's the smoothies.
Oh yeah.
Some kid goes, "Tastes like magic," and I'm like, "What? Do you think magic is savory or sweet? Maybe it's umami."
Oh my god.
I don't know. Like, I was like, what? It has to be sweet, right? It tastes like it. I think magic. If you had to, what do you think magic tastes like? And then I'll come up with an answer.
Okay, well I will say magic to me probably there's 2 things here that I'll say. One, it probably tastes like Pop Rocks because kind of the
Good
sparkly effect.
I like.
But the other thing is in G4, this mainly with the fan fiction, but they would talk about like the different smells of different ponies, and like if you smelled
racist.
Twilight's hair, it would smell like lavender. Or like if you
Okay.
smelled Pinky's hair, it smelled like candy,
candy?
that sort of thing.
Okay.
So maybe it's that magic has a similar sort of property in that aspect. You know,
Okay.
because smell and taste can kind of go interchangeably with each other.
This is what I think magic tastes like. Did you ever have the unicorn frappe at Starbucks?
No, I only had the unicorn cake pop, and I literally posted because it looked like Celestia. I posted online. I'm just like, I took a bite out of Celestia.
There's got to be a cake joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well, she does like cake, so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like I don't have one. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna try and force a bad joke. But I think that if you took the unicorn frappe mix at Starbucks and then didn't add milk or ice and it was just the powder and you added like a teaspoon of water and then also added glitter, that's what magic tastes like.
I could see that. I could see that.
It's like condensed, like cane sugar.
Yes,
with, like,
exactly.
purple flavoring.
It's like straight sugar going directly to your brain.
I had a note at one point that said, I think Izzy has a Chinese takeout box on her boombox. But then later I saw like at least like 4, 5, 6 other takeout Chinese boxes throughout the rest of the show. So Chinese is very popular. So we got Asian fans.
Yes.
And Chinese box food.
What is with the Asian community in My Little Pony? I gotta wonder.
There's Chinese dollars. What are the Chinese dollars? The RMBs.
Yen.
The RMBs are coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
A fistful of meow. A fistful of meow.
A fistful of Mao.
A fistful of Mao has been given into Ted Sarandos at Netflix hands, and he's put it in the show. Izzy is walking through a field. She's looking for inspiration, and she finds a Vespa?
Yeah, she finds a fucking motor scooter. Like, what?
Fucking Vespas exist? Cars exist in this world?
This is going full-blown Legend of Korra.
Forget fucking crafting. Izzy needs to open a fucking auto body mechanic shop.
Right?
Because she fucking fixed this Vespa that was rusted over in a field seemingly in hours. And it's got like 3 levels of shit that she shows up at the house and she's like, check out this shit, bitch. And she's like, I got a Vespa. And they're like, oh my god, a Vespa? That's amazing. And she's like, bam, transformer.
There's like shelves upon shelves of stuff. And I gotta say, they do show it in Tell Your Tale a little bit, where she's riding along on the Vespa and like carrying Zip on it, and there is literally an edit that someone put up that literally had the 5 stars from GTA on there, where she's just speeding through.
She's like, I gotta go do some crafting. She fucking fixes up a motor vehicle and does body work on it. I'm like, remember, kids, you can do anything.
Yep.
But I think I'm gonna get more into this later, but I'm just gonna tease that this dragon thing is a fucking abomination. He can turn a phone into pizza because he has fucking reality warping powers.
Yeah.
We should be worried about.
Yeah.
like we shouldn't be like, oh, he's so cute. He fucking turned my phone into pizza.
It's
like,
fucking dragon teleportation breath. What the hell?
It's not good.
No, it ain't.
No.
It's weird.
Also,
it's a crime against nature itself.
It is. Oh my god, it's like the singularity is here. Wait, the fucking plan was a 2-way mirror? The fucking plan of Opaline was a 2-way mirror? Wait, this collapsible mirror that I put my Dick Tracy style mirror in is closable? It's closable? How's that possible? I love how, like, with incredulity, she reacts to that. She's like fucking like, oh my god, they finally activated the mirror. Oh my god, they can close this collapsible mirror? What has happened?
Oh yeah.
The plan was perfect.
Well, speaking of that, it's acting like Pip had given it to her when it was really Misty that put it on there, but Pip just plays along with it and it never gets brought up again. What the hell?
That's weird, right?
Yeah, it is.
That is weird, yeah. Pip's got a character downfall. She's like, I'll accept the credit for where credit is undue.
She's a lying son of a bitch, okay?
What a fucking asshole.
So, the ending of this is really interesting because they do help each other with their vibes, but Izzy brings in this record player, which I know, John, you have a couple notes on this.
Yeah,
but
well, I just want to say, she brings in a record player that's like on some weird chibi-style pig thing?
It's really weird. But I will say, it's literally the exact same song from the beginning of the episode, and Pip just puts new lyrics on there, and you're just like, What?
I was also like, apparently remixed music didn't exist in this world until this moment. But Vespas and U.S. currency did?
So someone...
Vespas and U.S. currency exist in the world. Remixes don't.
But, at the same time, you gotta wonder, what the hell happened to DJ Pone 3? I have to wonder...
She's dead.
No!
It's been thousands of years, unless she's like fucking like Futurama, like in a jar, like
right?
the head.
Yeah.
You know, like, so DJ Pone 3 is just a fucking brain in a jar connected to a computer that plays Ponyville FM 24/7. That's how you guys listen to it. Well, anyway.
Yeah, I can see that.
My microphone is caught on the back of my chair.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's whatever. All right. So, the other thing I had a note on that though, she was like, "You unicycled it," and I'm like, does that mean you could only recycle it once? It's like, because that's what UNA means. It's a one-time cycle.
Well, I think it's like unicorn recycling.
I know.
Yeah, but
also,
I'm giving you the boring explanation.
All right, that's all my notes.
Yeah. So,
do you have anything else?
Overall, again, this is an episode that didn't have much in it, so therefore I don't really have much to say.
It was fine.
Rating it though. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. It was okay, but it was still kind of rough in some places.
Yeah, I think I'd give it like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, not really much this. Next episode, I'm gonna have a little bit more to say. And then episode 3, I'm gonna have a lot more to say. So,
good.
Until then, that's it from me, John.
And that's it from me, John.
And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
Adios.